Femke Bol, two-time world champion. 30 Diamond League wins without a single loss. She gave it all up, left the event that made her famous to start over at a distance she had never raced outdoors. At the Golden Spike in Ostrava on June 16th, she finds out if the gamble was worth it. To understand why this moment is so strange, you have to understand what Femke Bol was before she walked away from it. Born on February 23, 2000, in Amersfoort, Netherlands, Bol turned herself into the most complete female sprinter in Europe over 6 years. The 400 meters hurdles was her event. She did not just win it. She owned it. She won her first world title in Budapest in 2023. She came back in Tokyo in 2025 and did it again, running 51.54 seconds, finishing 4 meters clear of the field. 2 world titles. Back-to-back. On the Diamond League circuit, she was untouchable. 30 consecutive Diamond League wins from 2020 to 2025. That is the longest winning streak in Diamond League history, not just in her event, across the entire history of the series. She won a 5th straight Diamond League title in Zurich in August 2025. She held the world indoor record in the 400 meters, flat at 49.17 seconds. Her hurdles personal best of 50.95 is the European record, 3rd fastest in history. 11 European gold medals, 4 Olympic medals, including gold in the mixed 4x400 relay at Paris 2024. That was her resume when she announced on October 10, 2025, that she was done with hurdles. 3 weeks after defending her world title in Tokyo, Bol made the announcement. No more hurdles. She was switching to the 800 meters. Permanently, the athletics world did not know how to react. She had just beaten a strong international field, was ranked #1 on the planet, and had no obvious reason to leave. She explained it in October 2025. The 400 meters hurdles provided me with unforgettable moments and shaped me into the athlete I am today. But I want to challenge myself again and push my boundaries. The 800 meters is new and unfamiliar territory, and that is precisely what makes it so interesting. The decision was made alongside her coach, Laurent Muley, who had guided her through her entire rise. She was honest about the gap in her knowledge. I am going really as a beginner because I have no clue about running it. But I think I am not a beginning athlete anymore. All of those experiences I will bring with me towards the 800 meters. She said the timing was deliberate. It is a really big challenge. That is also why I want to do it while I still feel at my best. Olympic 800 meters champion Keely Hodgkinson commented publicly on social media when Bol made the announcement. She wrote, "Can't wait to share the start line." Bol had her first competitive 800-meter race since a club run back in 2017 on February 8, 2026, at a World Athletics Indoor Tour meeting in Metz, France. She won it. She ran 1 minute 59.07 seconds, setting a Dutch indoor record and becoming the first Dutch woman to break 2 minutes indoors over 800 meters. Her coach Laurent Muley gave an honest assessment afterward. He said Bol still had too much respect for the distance, that her split times showed she slowed on the third 200 before recovering on the final lap. She was still learning how to race 2 laps. 9 days after Metz, a tendon issue in her foot forced her to withdraw from the rest of the indoor season. She missed a planned race in Leuven and the World Indoor Championships in Torun in March. "I am using and pushing my body in new ways this year. It is a fine line, and right now my body is telling me it is a bit too much," she wrote. She spent months in rehabilitation before returning to full outdoor training. The Golden Spike in Ostrava on June 16th is her first race of any kind in 4 months. Here is the problem. While Bol was in rehabilitation, the 800 meters got dramatically faster. Last Sunday in Stockholm, June 7th, Swiss runner Audrey Werro won the women's 800 meters at the Bauhaus Galan Diamond League in 1 minute 53.98 seconds. That moved her to 3rd on the women's all-time list, the fastest time run in 43 years, and the first time any woman had broken 1 minute 54 in 4 decades. Olympic champion Keely Hodgkinson ran 1 minute 54.33 in the same race, a British record, and she did not even win. Werro is 22 years old. She won the Diamond League 800 meters title in 2025. and reached the final of the World Championships in Tokyo. She came into Stockholm already sharp. What she did in Stockholm was not predicted by anyone. Audrey Werro is now entered for the Ostrava race. She will line up next to Femke Bol at the Golden Spike. Bol's personal best outdoors is 1 minute 59.07 from a controlled indoor debut 4 months ago. Werro just ran 1:53.98 at full competition pace on a Diamond League stage against the Olympic champion. That is a gap of more than 5 seconds. In middle distance running, 5 seconds is enormous. Nobody is pretending Femke Bol is going to run 1:54 in Ostrava. She is a world-class athlete entering her second serious race at this distance. After a 4-month injury gap, stepping onto the outdoor track for the first time over 800 meters against one of the 3 fastest women in the history of the event. What she is testing in Ostrava is not whether she can win. She is testing whether her body, after months of rebuilding, can take 2 laps at genuine race pace outdoors, whether the aerobic engine her new training built actually works under pressure, whether the finishing speed that closed down hurdles finals for 6 years translates to the back straight of an 800. The European Championships in Birmingham in August are the bigger target. The women's 800 final there could feature Hodgkinson, Werro, and Bol on the same start list at a major championship, something the event has not seen in a long time. Bol's indoor time of 1:59 already met the qualifying standard. The women's 800 meters is in a period nobody saw coming. Jarmila Kratochvilova set the world record on July 26, 1983, 1 minute 53.28 seconds. It is the oldest unbroken individual track record in men's or women's athletics worldwide. For 43 years, it was effectively untouchable. Now Werro sits at 1:53.98. Hodgkinson ran 1 minute 54.33 at her first outdoor race this season and has already said publicly the world record is her target for London next month. The gap between Werro's run and the world record is 0.7 of a second. Into this era comes Bol, a world record holder at shorter distances who has never competed outdoors over 2 laps. She is not yet competitive for the very fastest times, but her flat speed over 400 meters, a world indoor record of 49.17, is a weapon no current 800-meter runner comes close to matching. The question is how long it takes her to turn that raw speed into times that matter at this distance. Ostrava is just the start. 5 days after Ostrava, she races again at the FBK Games in Hengelo on June 21st, her first outdoor 800 on Dutch soil. 2 races in 1 week. The load is building deliberately.